Hey guys, what is going on? Nate here from Techintosh, and today I'm going to walk you guys through how to make a bootable OS 10 Mavericks USB to restore your old Mac or whatever you may need it for. And there's just not a lot of videos out nowadays showing how to do this, and the ones from 10 years ago when Mavericks came out don't really work anymore. And there's still a lot of people out there that want to use Mavericks. So, I mean, whether it's for software support or just for the last version with the beautiful aqua theme. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So the first thing you'll need is a USB flash drive, and 8 gigabytes is all you need for Mavericks, but I mean, you can honestly pick up a 16 gig pretty cheap nowadays. And USB 2 or 3, it doesn't really matter, but USB 3 is going to be faster by a lot. So definitely recommend that if you can get it. And then you'll also need a computer running Mac OS. Whether it's natively or even a virtual machine will work on a Windows PC. But any version of OS 10 should work, or newer, 11, 12, whatever you might be using. Any version should work with no problems. So yeah. The first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to download the Install macOS Mavericks app. But unfortunately, you can't officially get that from Apple or anywhere officially. Here's the download macOS page, and as you can see, they have 10.7, 10.8, and they go straight to 10.10. They do not offer a download of Mavericks. And there's also not an App Store page for it anymore. It has also been taken down. So that leaves us with the Internet Archive, which I will link this in the description, but I definitely recommend getting it from the Internet Archive. As you can see, it tends to be the most popular one, and this is the one I use. So all you have to do is go to this page. Like I said, I'll link it down below. And you just click right here to download the zip file. And I've already downloaded it. So let's get into it. Now I'm using OS 12, Mac OS 12 Monterey. So pretty modern version of Mac OS. But like I said, the process is going to be mostly the same. Even if you're using something older like 10.8 or 10.6. It's mostly the same, just slightly different. So let's get into it. So the first thing I would recommend doing is let's open up our disk utility, which can be done two ways. Either go down to your Launchpad and go down to Other folder and open disk utility right here, or you can go into your Finder and go into Applications and scroll down to the Utilities folder and Disk Utility, which this will be the way on computers that don't have Launchpad. And once that is up, you have disk utility, and it took a second to load. And the first thing I would do is just go up to View and click Show All Devices. So this is going to show you all your drives and then the partitions on them. So obviously your USB is going to be external, so under here you should see your drive, and yours might be called something totally different. But here's mine, and what you want to do is you're going to want to erase. So just go up here and click Erase. And I'm just going to call it Install OS X Mavericks. And for the format, you want to make sure it's Mac OS Extended. If you're using Mac OS 11 or newer, you're going to see APFS as like the main option. But for older Macs, you need OS Extended Journaled. And then GUID partition map is fine. And then erase. Alright, and then once that is complete, you're going to click Done. And you're going to be done with disk utility for now. So next thing you want to do is, I'm just going to minimize it because we will come back to disk utility. Next thing you want to do is I'm going to take the downloaded right here, what I downloaded from Internet Archive. I'm just going to move it to my desktop, and then I'm going to double click it to open it with Archive Utility, which will expand the zip file and show us the install application. Alright, and once that's done, you'll see right here we have the Install OS X Mavericks application. So I'm just going to move this to the trash. And so first thing we want to do is we want to right click and show package contents. And then you want to go into the contents folder and into the shared support folder. And then you want to open the install ESD disk image right here. And once you open that, it should mount. There it goes. It should mount. And there you go. So now we have to do is we need to go into the folder. So if you're using Mac OS 11 or newer, you can all you have to do is click Command Shift period, and it will show hidden files. Now, if you're using a slightly older or a Mac OS 10 build, you'll need to go into Terminal to do this. And to do that, you just go into your Launchpad and the other, where Disk Utility was, or you can go into your Applications, Utilities, and then Terminal right up here. And simply open that, and you want to write this command: defaults write, and then com.apple.finder with a capital F, and then Apple show all files, camel case, and then true. And then once you do that, it will achieve the same thing. You will have to, I always go up here, and you want to click force quit on the Apple menu, and then click relaunch on Finder, and then it should show the hidden files. You do have to relaunch Finder for them to actually show up. But like I said, if you're on a modern Mac, you can just Command Shift period to hide and show. Alright, so once we have that, you can just X out of Terminal, and then we want to go back into Disk Utility. You want to simply click on your Install OS X Mavericks partition right here, and we're going to want to go up here and click Restore. And now you're going to grab the base system.dmg hidden file, and you want to simply drag it to the Restore From, and then you just want to click Restore to restore from it. And this may take a little bit, and I'll be right back once it's done. Alright, and as you can see, once it finishes restoring, then it will pop up the new restore drive, and there you go, restore process is complete. So now we're done with Disk Utility, so you can simply click out of that. And we're also need to move now into over here, so it'll be OS X base system. So it will rename the drive to OS X base system, but I usually just go back and rename it to install OS X Mavericks, just so I know exactly which drive I'm dealing with. And then, alright, so what we need to do is now there's one thing left we have to do. We simply go into System, and then we go into Installation, and then right here you'll see this Packages folder. All we have to do is move to trash, and simply replace with the package folder inside your OS X install ESD that you mounted from within the file. And then drag it right here. And do note that this will take a little longer than the restore will, but I will be right back once it finishes. Alright, and after it finishes, the packages folder will be in here, and now you have a fully working OS X Mavericks USB. And then after that, you can simply eject the install ESD, and you don't really need the app anymore, but you can keep it around if you want. I'm just going to move it to the trash, and there you go. Simply right click, eject it, and now you can pull it out of your computer and simply load it into the Mac that you're going to install it on, and boot it up and hold down the Option or Alt key if you're not using an Apple keyboard, and it'll bring up the boot manager and you can boot right to it. And hopefully this did the trick. Let me know in the comments how it went, and leave a like if it helped, and also leave a comment and let me know any other videos, tutorials you'd like to see on Mac. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you have a good one.